Hi, and how are you today? In the previous practice, we noticed how we feel anger in our bodies and also noticed the thoughts and thought patterns that trigger our anger. Today, we're going to look at the answers to other questions. When anger emerges inside of us, how can we ease the impacts it has on our bodies? How can we remain steady in our own internal field without taking anything personally? How can we calm ourselves? Today, our practice will focus on these questions. Practicing mindfulness allows us to notice what's happening both in our internal field and in our surroundings. To tap back into the present moment, all we need to do is channel our focus either to the sensations in our bodies or to the rhythm of our breath. This method prevents us from getting caught up in any given emotion and allows us to become aware of the present moment. Focusing on our breaths or on our body soothes the nervous system, cools down any emotions that were inflamed by our anger, and reduces the bitter and destructive impacts of anger on our bodies. Learning how to calm ourselves down is a very valuable skill, as it helps us avoid the harmful impacts anger can have on our sleep, digestive, and circulatory systems. Learning how to prevent our anger from directing our actions and words also allows us to make decisions and communicate in a clear and kind manner, even if we're frustrated or upset. So together, let's take a deep breath in and begin our meditation. Slowly find yourself a comfortable seated position, and if you can, lean back and start to get situated in your spot. As you get settled in, take a deep breath in and breathe out slowly. Again, breathe in slowly and thoughtfully. Let your body fill up with that fresh air. And while breathing out, allow your whole body to get heavy towards the ground. One more time. Inhale nice and deep. And as you exhale, release all of your weight towards the ground. Gently soften your shoulders and allow your arms and hands to cascade down. Notice the contact of your hands, either with your upper legs or with the surface beneath you. As your legs are getting heavier, notice the contact of your feet with the ground. Gently observe the sensations on the tops of your feet, around your ankles, and notice the weight of both legs. With each exhalation, allow your body to further root itself to the ground. And notice the sensations this brings to you. Now, we're going to begin focusing on our breathing. Gently follow the natural flow of your breath and notice how you're breathing right now in this moment. How deep are your breaths in, and how do they leave your body? Notice the rhythm of your breaths, and as you continue focusing on your breathing, you may begin to see a change in the pace of the breath. And now, slowly shift your attention to a situation which triggered anger in you. Give yourself some time to visualize the situation or the person that made you feel angry. Feel the anger that is re-emerging inside of you as you remember this situation, and remain here with full awareness of your anger. Notice what's happening in your body. Is the pace of your breathing or heartbeats changing? And when you confront this emotion, you may notice that you want to suppress it or dismiss it, maybe avoid it altogether. Just remember that those reactions are completely natural and expected. But in this practice, let's try to stay with our emotions as best as we can. As you continue observing your anger, also try to see if there are any underlying emotions. Maybe inadequacy, despair, resentment, or fear. Just observe what emerges. And as you observe these emotions, also notice any sensations that emerge within your body. Try to remain fully aware of your heartbeats, your hands, your throat area, and the sensations around your heart and in your stomach. And now, slowly shift your attention back to your breaths. In which part of your body do you sense your breaths the most? Just take a moment to notice. How are you breathing right now? How deep are your breaths? Notice their pace and their rhythm. As you still feel these emotions, and you still have this situation or person in your mind, we're going to begin to count our breaths. Keep your attention fully on your breathing for the following 10 breaths. Observe each breath closely. Let's gently begin. We're going to inhale, and at the bottom of your exhalation, count 1. Again, inhale deeply, and at the bottom of your exhalation, count 2. Keep going as you count yourself, staying with your breaths, focusing on their rhythm and their pace. And now, we'll stop counting, but we'll still keep our attention on our breathing. We're still following each breath in and out with a gentle curiosity. Just like watching the waves of the ocean, keep watching the ripples of your breaths on your body without counting. As you remain witness to your breaths, and as you flow together with each breath in and each breath out, how have your emotions changed? When you look at that anger that you felt toward the beginning of our practice, what kind of changes have taken place? Notice how your sensations throughout your body have changed. How does your throat feel? How does your chest and your heart feel? Has the intensity of your anger changed? And as for all of those emotions that fueled your anger, fear and despair and betrayal, what has happened to those feelings? Again, let's begin to notice the natural soothing impact of our inhalations and exhalations. Notice the vitality that fills your body as you inhale, and the release and relaxation that comes along with your exhalations. And now, we'll slowly begin to bring a close to this practice. Gently scan the natural flow of your breaths, your body, and your bodily sensations one last time. Feel your heart, your throat, your hands and your temples. slowly open your eyes and slowly move your gaze around the room. In this practice, we noticed how we can relieve the intensity of our anger by focusing on and deepening our breaths. Going forward, if a situation or person makes you angry during the day, you can try this method of focusing on your breathing and counting your breaths. Notice how you felt today during this practice. Notice if it was helpful at all. And if it seems useful to you, you may want to write down your observations following your practice to be able to reflect on what thoughts and lessons emerged. Thank you so much for taking this time for yourself today, and may the rest of your day go smoothly.